Wasted on everyone, and it's hilarious.
And then as he walks out, he's just going to whistle. You're going to get roughened up for a couple minutes, and then you're going to be thrown back into your cell.
Oh, cool. I get beaten to shit while I'm chained into a chair? Sweet. I'm so happy I'm allowed to resist this.
Okay, half-orc.
Hello.
You're going to be brought into a room, but this one's going to be a little more well-lit.
So it's not the same room as the
Nope.
other ones?
You're not going to even be shackled to the chair. You're just going to kind of sit there for a couple minutes, and then a guy will come in. And then he's going to sigh, and then he's going to say, "All right, your name, please."
Corin.
Family name?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to make one up on that one, or just put a little X next to the first name. Don't got one.
Fair enough. Let's see. Your business in town?
Beg your pardon, I didn't hear what you said.
Business in town?
I'm part of an expedition group, a partner in an expedition group to explore forgotten tombs.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. So, just general question. What happened, leading up to your arrest?
Well, would you like the short version or the long version?
Take your pick, because you have a good idea at this point.
Well, let's go with the long version, if you probably already have some of the tinier details. I was walking along, minding my own business, having just gotten an excellent fortune from the fair when I was attacked and intimidated by a surprisingly vicious, tiny little tiefling who insisted that I escort her to the nearest seedy establishment. I was more than willing to do so as her drow companion stepped out of the shadows. I did so. She went there. She kicked down the door, and I heard her slam something very, very large and heavy into the wooden floor. As she said, "I want someone's head, and I will pay 10,000 gold to the first person who can get it to me." Then let's see what happened after that. My character is crossed his legs in the chair and is tapping his chin absent-mindedly. Well, an assassin was hired. Looked a very intimidating bloke, actually. Walked off and disappeared into the crowd. I paid for the doorman because I'm not a savage.
Right there. Any identified markings on this man?
Not that I can recall. I didn't see any markings, did I?
No, he was wearing a mask.
Perception?
There was like nothing you identify with.
What did the mask look like? I should have passed that.
As far as you know, the mask looks rather plain. It looks like a savage was drawn on the mask, like some kind of demon.
He was wearing a mask, a face mask. It looked like some sort of savagery demon markings were on the front. Something fairly crude.
Alright, so definitely not from Ron City. Alright, continue with your story.
Well, he left, and the individuals turned to me and inquired if I was going to tell on them, to which I attempted to say no, as I was already a little surprised by their viciousness and was confused and wanted to find out their motive. They started to argue for some reason, the communicating in sign language of which I picked up none of. I apologize, as I do not think the drow spoke common, and I, of course, am not that sophisticated in Elvish. I'm very sorry about that. But as soon as I saw an opening, I attempted to flee. They gave chase, and then, well, here we are, aren't we?
Yes. Well, looks like everything lines up with what they've said.
Did I don't think I mentioned the part where the tiefling tackled me in full armor after throwing a chakram at my back and accused me of rape.
Yes,
I mentioned that part?
She's still been crying about that.
Sorry. Should not be laughing that hard. Just the way you said it. Oh,
Jump right out of it.
hot when she accused me of rape.
That description's awesome.
Yes,
Are
you
you
did
not
seem
glad
to
I
scream
asked this
something
fella
about
to join
that.
Like, everything he said was just epic.
So I hope that's enough information for you there, officer.
That is all the information I need. Thank you. Just
She
say,
wasn't crying about
just wait
him.
here. They're gonna bring you to
Just one moment. Might I interject?
Sure.
I got the description of the person that they wanted to hire to assassinate, and it was one of the members of my expedition party, and I don't actually know the full description, so I'll give the description to him and the name if I do in fact know what it is.
Yes, you do know the name.
All right.
And he's gonna say, okay, well, luckily since merfolk, especially female merfolk, are kind of rare, it's a little bit easy to find her and inform her of what's going on.
I would station, if you're going to station guards, I would do that soon, as the fellow looked rather, shall we say, dangerous.
Don't worry, we're gonna make sure that that's done. He's gonna kind of finish up his paperwork, and he's gonna put away some of the papers and say, any last things you're gonna say right now?
I just want to thank you. You're the first person I've talked today who's actually liked me.
Well, let me put it this way: we've been dealing with drunks all day.
Well, I'm quite
I
lucid,
don't
thank
count.
you.
I'm not drunk in character.
So, basically, talking to someone who's still sane and not intoxicated is probably a step up to our usual today.
Again, I don't count.
Well, I
Sure, I
hope it
was
could be of some
saying,
assistance to you.
Creepy.
Well, just wait. Someone will come by in a couple of minutes. Bring you to a waiting area where we'll get your gear and you can be on your way.
Okie dokie.
He's gonna kind of get up, and as he says, someone will come by, bring you to a waiting area, and as you get to the waiting area, Leon,
Mm-hmm.
you're just gonna kind of be instructed to wait around.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait around. It's not like I've got anything else to do.
After about an hour and a half, Corin will kind of walk out, escorted by a guard.
Free to go, I assume?
Is that directed to me?
Yes.
Yes, I'll free up and ready to walk out. That was a series of interesting events.
It is with those two.
Oh, so
Where are
you-
the mistress and myself right now? I don't think
You're
this place
still
is an hour
en
and a half
route.
away. Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so you had some previous experience with these two.
Yeah, not an hour before they did that. They tried to preach their... They tried to preach their dead religion
That was
in the middle
one
of
of them.
these.
Would I have
other one.
would I have heard of
nothing
that?
To do with that.
Probably
No.
not. You were in a meeting.
No.
The
Actually,
barbarian
no.
had nothing
No,
to do
he
with
would have
that.
heard about it because when I broke into the meeting.
Oh right, he would have.
Ah.
Yeah, you would have. No. What would you have screamed? Which would you have said when you broke into the meeting? Is the better question.
Hey, so a couple of dumbasses were trying to preach Loth bullshit during the anti
Actually, you know what? That's a good point. I guess I would have probably just approached their mistress and just said it straight to her.
Right.
Mm.
So he wouldn't really know what happened, but all he knows is that something did happen between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
Tiefling
that's-
had nothing to do with the preaching, okay? She was just behind the alley. That was all the drow.
That was
I was
entirely my
complete-
fault. I have no problem accepting full responsibility for both summoning and routing all of those paladins. I'd like to insist that I was winning before the mistress showed up.
I like to insist you're gonna die.
Oh no, I had it. It was only like 7 paladins. I was game. I don't radiate or evil or anything as a cleric. It's no big deal.
So does Leon summarize the incident,
Yeah, I'll summarize it.
or just give?
I mean, it's basically just that, though. It's pretty brief.
Oh, so that's where she went off to in a hurry.
Indeed.
Well, they're a bunch of fun lovers, aren't they?
If you can call it, if that's what you want to call it.
See, this guy gets it. We're not troublemakers. We're fun lovers. This guy gets it. I like him.
I would
I'm
insist
sorry
that
for
our
accusing you of
fun
rape.
lovers from now on.
And no, you're psychopaths. That is.
Come on, let's keep going.
Keep
Keep
you
going,
Wait a
guys.
now.
So yeah, so are the other ones? Do you know if the mistress is on her way or not?
Better be.
Well, I suppose I'll wait around here with you for them.
About 15 minutes later, they're gonna walk in.
Finally!
Jathal's gonna kind of look towards Leon and say, "Lieutenant,
Ma'am.
who am I going to talk to?"
Am I still getting the shit kicked out of me?
No, you're already back in your cell at this point.
Okay, cool.
Are we sharing the cell?
No, you're in separate cells.
What, you guys think you're gonna
Sign
be...
Such a shame.
to each other? Sign language to each other.
I'll
through
just
the
point.
bars.
I'll just point to the closest guard. Probably him.
Okay, any names I should mention?
No, not really.
Gonna walk up to the guard. They're gonna start speaking. She's gonna look kind of aggravated, and then she's gonna be led away.
I'm gonna tip my hat to Leon. Lieutenant?
And Doctor.
And, who are you?
I'm going to approach and extend a handshake, a hand in greeting. Hello, I'm Corin. I'm one of the partners on the expedition.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
Ephraim's actually gonna look a little bit visibly taken aback by just how well spoken the half-orc is.
Hello,
And his-
I am a
his-
half-orc. I'm gorgeous for some reason because of the way I speak, being pretty.
He's actually gonna smile a bit and shake his hand. Oh, hello there, I'm Dr. Ephraim Belford.
Oh, nice
I'm
to
the
meet you.
company physician.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Well, I hope you'll keep me patched up on the field.
Speaking
sounds
of,
so
I
creepy.
heard the slaves went and accosted you earlier. Are you all right?
Oh, no, I'm actually quite okay. One of them threw a chakram at me. Did you know they had chakrams?
Yes, actually, I
love that.
I did.
Fantastic.
They are almost very, very accurate.
They are quite more trouble than they're worth, if you ask my opinion.
I pulled out my shield and refer to it. If it
No,
wasn't
no,
for...
no. You don't have your shields yet.
Oh,
You're still
no,
waiting on
they
your
still
stuff.
don't have the gear. Okay. If it wasn't for my shield on my back, I fear I may have been lacerated severely.
Such high syllable words. I'm so impressed. He played with
Ephraim's actually going to start smiling even more.
I kind of feel bad. I don't know if he has the intelligence required to throw such big words around.
I don't
He
care.
does
Keep this
now.
going.
He does now. It doesn't matter. He does now.
You have a modifier. You do.
All right. I speak more than one linguistics. I do. All right.
That was a sentence.
Well, luck favors the
That was
prepared, I hear. Something I like to live by. Gonna indicate my bandoliers.
Oh my goodness. What do you have in there?
Oh, well, all these ones on this one are potions of cure light wounds. This one on this side has, let's see, there's mage armor here, enlarge and reduce person, and oh, this is my special mutagen. It's a bit of a last resort.
I'm assuming there are equal risks assigned with the benefits of said mutagen.
Oh well, it makes me a bit more hot-tempered, a bit less insightful, I would say, but it does make me quite a bit faster and more energetic.
Oh God, it's Dr.
That is fascinating.
Oh, really?
I've always found the trait of alchemy to be quite fascinating. It's actually quite similar to my own profession that I do as a hobby. Less of a hobby. I use it to fund my other hobbies.
Oh really? What do you do?
I am a chef.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, it was how I was
Oh,
able to fund my getting into this expedition.
The culinary art is very much like alchemy, I've always found.
Yes, I found so as well.
Yes.
Though it's a slight less risk of explosions in your face if I screw mine up, isn't it?
Actually, very few explosions. They typically just go inert, but yes.
Really? Well, I have been misled by some fairly exaggerative other people in my history.
Yes, we like to play it up for the uninitiated.
Well, thank you for letting me into the inner sanctum of the alchemists.
You, sir, are pretty much an alchemist already, I should think.
You flatter me, Doctor.
Why, thank you, chef.
I'm so happy that this happened. I want you to know how thoroughly happy I am that I got to hear that conversation.
If I die, it's worth it.
All right, getting those two characters to have that conversation totally worth me and Ed's characters dying. Totally plot development.
Oh, wow. I will re-roll and not complain a whole lot.
Just connect right now, and I'll try and come back as a literate half orc just because of.
Honestly, I'm just chuffed I get to actually interact with people.
Oh,
God.
You wanted character interaction. Here you go.
yes.
A little bit of chit chat for you.
All right, so
We call this flavor text.
yes.
You know,
all
I
right.
just
So
say
let's
that
get back
week
to the two
probably wouldn't
troublemakers.
have caused any trouble whatsoever. It's your fault. You weren't here last week. There we go.
Oh, this is
Didn't know
amazing.
about it.
Oh.
Okay.
So the two troublemakers who are in different cells, pick one.
All right. First, she's gonna walk up to Val's, and then she's gonna say, "What part of Settle did you not quite understand?"
Val's gonna look around to see if there's guards.
There are two behind her mistress.
Shouldn't she be being thrown into jail too?
Not going to say anything so that she doesn't incriminate her mistress and kind of look at her mistress like she's a fucking idiot.
She has just incriminated herself.
Actually, strike that. Right.
No,
He's
too
also
late.
rich
It's
as hell,
done.
though.
No, she's not
That's
anymore. Not anymore.
GM.
You don't have
ruling,
your retcon
I will
recognition.
choke someone. She's gonna
You
say,
don't have your retcon
well-
recognition. You don't know it takes him back.
she's gonna say, well, you caused yourself another trouble.
That's not a
Another set of
sentence.
problems.
Okay, that's better. Sorry, I'm just ignore me.
He's not as good. He's not as good as the orc. It's okay.
No one's as good as the orc.
The orc is just made me look like a fool, so I just accepted
The
that.
orc is a freaking genius.
Rowan, can I call your character Mr. Nut?
Mr. Nut.
I'm so happy that orc
Sure.
exists. You have no idea.
This orc is amazing.
This campaign must never die.
No, just because of this
And
orc.
You almost
Totally.
killed me earlier.
Anyways,
Hey,
We tried
didn't
to. That
do
doesn't mean we got
any
anywhere near it.
You were 1 point away from a chakram in my lower spine.
Upper's
only would've
fine,
been in the
okay?
eight
It's just the arms. You would have been alright.
okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's
Anyways,
go.
the response to it, she'll nod. My apologies, mistress. And then kind of whisper, trying to, not talk in front of the guards. I can't discuss things here. I'll await your punishment later to indicate, I'll talk to you later.
She's gonna. The guards are gonna open the cell door, and then she's gonna say, "Be happy. I was only able to get you out."
Oh.
Question as to how big this prison is. Am I within earshot of that shit?
No.
Not to mention I don't speak the language anyway, so whatever.
The language anyway.
Ignore me.
Can I hear it? Because I can understand them.
You're not. You're still nowhere near them. Like she walked off with the guards.
Okay. La da da. La
And
da
then,
da.
and then she's
Nod,
gonna
not
say,
say
"Get out."
anything.
I'm just gonna confidently await my mistress, who will imminently show up and save me from these stupid human rabble, like she always does, because they're worthless and I'm clearly a valuable expression of her own power. Blah blah blah. My face is bleeding. Whatever. Ignore it. I'll be fine.
It's but a flesh wound.
I was punched in the face, probably for like an hour.
You deserved every
yeah.
minute of it.
I just finished playing Walking Dead Season 2. If you were punched in the face for over an hour, you would not just have a few cuts and bruises.
I watched Prisoners.
So, anyways,
You would
you're
definitely
gonna get out of
not.
the cell, Val?
Yeah, I said she's gonna step out behind her mistress and just, bow her head and follow behind her.
All right, they're gonna go to what you call it? You all of you are gonna go to Vic's cell, and then she's gonna say in Elfin, and then she's gonna say, "Apparently, you can't keep your mouth shut, can you?"
Depends on what you mean by that, miss.
Well, considering that your face is beaten 5 days from Sunday, I can say that you had a colorful choice of words.
And of course, I still look more amazing than anything that walks in the light of day, naturally. She says,
Val takes
tossing her
offense
hair
to
back
that
like a
as she
sarcastic bitch.
doesn't understand a word of it.
Fierce
She is then going to
bitch.
turn to the guards, and then she's going to speak in common. So, how long are you guys going to keep her in here? And the guards going to be like, another 2 days.
Val's gonna, kind of hands by her waist, like she's being a very submissive pose, kind of secretively sign that
She's going to
conversation.
translate for me? Thank you.
Yes.
You're a sweetheart. You know that?
Oh, just
You're a
Well.
dear.
well, you guys probably already have had those kind of sessions.
Well,
And then-
I mean, you never know with Jathal.
She's going to turn to, and the mistress and then Jathal's going to turn back to the drowned and says, "Enjoy the night here." And then she's going to walk away.
I'll remind her because I don't want to get locked up again.
As you wish. And then I'm going to give the guards the finger. I'm sure that's universal. And then I'm going to go back and sit down in the corner.
You actually just propositioned them.
Hopefully. Hopefully I did. I dared those motherfuckers to come in here. I have a couple spells left. Come on. Question as to what time it is?
It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, couple more hours. I can wait.
So let's see. Then the rest of you are gonna see the Jathal walk out, talk to one of the guards, gives him some money, and then walks to back to the rest of you and says, "Well, today's been rather fun."
Do I hear what she said to the guards?
No,
Okay.
as far as everything goes, gonna turn towards the doctor. "Thank you for informing me."
Not at all.
Turns to Leon. "Thank you for telling him to get me."
And just nod my head.
Everyone is ignoring Valerie.
And then turns to the half-orc, and then she's gonna say,
Thank you for being a resilient, literate son of a bitch.
she's gonna bow towards him, and then she's gonna say, "I hope you have a good day," and then walks out.
Valerie following behind her.
I'm gonna tip my hat out of reflex.
I'm going to give a half wave and small bow in her direction.
All right.
When they've gotten someplace, where the guards aren't around and people aren't paying attention, Valerie's gonna want to talk to her.
Meanwhile, I'm going to try and talk to the guy that did the interrogations because I want to find out exactly what went on.
Depending on how bound up I am, Viconia is going to pace back and forth, muttering random elven slurs against, humanity, elves, halflings, half-orcs, whatever happens to exist that isn't a drow over and over again.
Is Valerie visibly cowed by her mistress?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it sort of a subtle thing?
No,
Well,
like she's obviously submissive.
Is like terrified though?
Yes, because she's raped every night by her mistress.
Okay.
Almost
in
every night.
character.
Most nights.
Well,
I
sometimes she gets bored and switches to the other one, but
Conan takes note of that.
Sometimes she
Court,
gets
court, takes
ballsy
note of that.
and switches to the other one.
yeah, that's probably
Raping a drow is a hell of an encounter.
But Corn takes note of that interaction.
All right, and then so what are the rest of you gonna do?
I'm actually gonna. No, go ahead.
I want to mention to are Leon and the doctor both standing in the same earshot.
Yeah, probably.
I love being referred to as the
Oh, by the
doctor.
way, Val, you have your gear back. Corin, you have your gear back.
Okay,
Mr.
wonderful.
Mr. Badass Motherfucker is his official name now.
So, I say, referring to Valerie and her mistress, those two have an interesting dynamic, don't they?
More than you know.
It's
I've never
probably
seen-
better you don't know, actually.
I was just not expecting someone of her fierce nature to be so easily cowed.
Brrr.
Well, you'd be surprised how one's personality changes when in the presence of someone holding the keys to their electric collar.
It's actually not electric. She can't actually hurt us with that collar. She just knows where we are.
Yeah, I did that
Out
just
of character.
Yeah.
Correction there. The collar just lets her know
fuck it.
where we are and if we're alive, dead, blinded, feared, etc.
It constantly informs her that I'm dazzled every time I look outside during the day.
There's that.
If I blink too hard, it fills her in on what's happening.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll just say that being a slave can leave a bitter taste in anyone's mouth. I suppose that opens up my eyes to the previous happenings.
That's why that's why the sane of us have androids.
I'm gonna assume that was sexual.
What does that mean?
The bitter taste thing, just ignore me.
I forget. Did Corn introduce?
Oh, semen, I get it.
Yeah, Corin
Yes.
introduced himself.
At this point in the night, nothing I say is gonna be worth anything. So again, ignore me.
I get it. Okay.
Well, Chef
All of you
Corn.
listening on YouTube, I apologize.
Oh dear, that's going on YouTube.
To
I'm
the
sorry.
millions and millions around the world.
Censor everything I've said since about one.
Not
We're going
happening.
out to New York. We're going to Cali. We're going to London. It's going worldwide, baby. You can't slow it down. You can't stop it. It's going worldwide.
By the way,
If you
nothing's
preach
being
religion,
censored.
I would listen to it.
Nothing is being censored. Not a damn
Alright.
thing.
Doing it raw.
Doing it live, damn it!
Fuck
Let's
Do it live!
Ah.
Fuck it.
If it were earlier, I would shout that as it is required.
Well, anyway.
All right.
Well, Chef Corn, might I just say I'm glad that you managed to escape their most recent escapade unscathed.
Well, thank you, Dr. Belford. I must admit I am a little embarrassed, having never had to run from creatures of little girls of their size before. Though I must admit I've never been encountered by someone approximately 5 foot tall wielding a great axe larger than, great sword larger than she. Did I mention she kicked down a door rather unnecessarily? I'm pretty
Doesn't
sure.
surprise me in the slightest.
I'm pretty sure at the very least it was unlocked.
Almost certainly.
Since it was a public location, I'm assuming.
During near peak business hours.
Boom. Door had to die.
Well, believe me when I say that we could just leave them here, and the trip would probably actually have a better chance of success, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh dear. Well, I wouldn't be so quick to give up on them. Let's see if we can bring them around.
Not likely.
Oh yeah.
At the very least, I am not willing to judge anyone's personality while they're being kept under someone else's control.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
I
actually,
love this
Instant
guy.
freedom.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna reach up and put a hand on his shoulder. Mr. Corrin, may I just say you are a wonderful person.
But
Thank
awfully
you, Doctor.
deluded with them.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Hopefully I will
You have
not
a heart
be wrong.
as large as you are. And you're quite large. You've got like a foot on me.
Oh, you noticed, did you?
I'm gonna
Good.
look
It
straight
slips
up
by.
at him. Yes,
It
yes, I
slips
have.
by. It slips by most people.
You're like 2 feet taller than me. But I have
He
a
said sarcastically.
but I have a
Plus-
gun, so I
plus
just don't give a fuck.
Who had to reach up 3 feet to pull you down to intimidate you. She
Yes.
didn't notice at all.
I'm assuming that my enhanced diplomacy cast on you literally meant I went over and picked you up so you could intimidate him. Just saying. That's how it's in my head. I just
You
want you to
walked
know
down. You walked down, like got prone, kneeled before, so she just stood on your back like a footstool.
that. Whoa, whoa. All right.
All of a sudden,
Don't
you're
make me-
behind a neck.
Okay, so
The
what's the
drow
rest of you
not-
doing while the drow is kind of cussing, and I'm setting up another fun encounter for her?
Oh yeah, I'm deliberately going out of my way to piss off whatever guard can understand Elven. I just want attention, damn it.
I inquire. I ask the doctor. Do you know if the fair's still going on,
You
or
know,
has that wrapped up?
Well, it's mid-afternoon, I would say, or getting close to it. I imagine it's still going pretty strong.
I was
Shall we
wondering.
wait?
I was wondering if I might set up a table and try to trade my wares.
You know, I've actually got a little stall that I should be getting back to.
Oh, was that easy to set up?
No.
Oh, they had a bunch of tables already. I just need to make myself a sign.
Oh, really?
Rather
No
slow
permit
business,
required.
actually.
No permit required. That's nice to know.
Oh, you need a permit.
Oh,
Yes, that's important.
oh.
Yes, that's important, he says. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
So I'm assuming the place to get that would be
City Hall.
Ah, yes, as it usually is.
Gonna point out the window. It's that tall one over there.
Well, I will go attend to that, and hopefully I will see you in the street, my friend.
May you have short lines and money in your pockets. I'm gonna tip my hat.
I'm sure that sounds like it has relevance to you. I'm sure I'll understand.
I'm gonna
Hopefully,
sigh. It does.
Long lines and no money.
Oh, that was amazing. That was awesome. Like, I just loved the, oh, fuck. Waiting in line, but it's gonna be worth it, gonna be
Can
worth
we
it, gonna
just
be worth it,
let
gonna be
those
worth
two
it, gonna
talk
be worth
to
it.
each other this session? Because I'm okay with it.
Well, we could, but then it just becomes another improv class for us.
it's true.
I don't mind at all. I'm not contributing much. I'm just being a dick to every NPC I can.
All right.
I'm seriously waiting for Nick to shoot me, and he hasn't yet, so there must be a plan.
So I am going to wave a little goodbye, say see you later to Leon, and I'm going to head to
Yeah, I dipped my head.
First I'm going to head back to my horse at the caravan to put away my weaponry, and
Okay.
then I'm going to head to City Hall.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to my booth and start making my spiel again.
All right.
No one wants to go talk to the drow.
No,
Half the people here can't talk to the drow.
That's the best part about trying
I
to
can't
communicate
talk to
with
the
me.
drow.
I can talk to the
It's
drow. I
literally
just don't really
impossible.
want to.
Same here.
It's literally impossible.
Good. You're all equally impossible to talk to. This is
I'd
fantastic.
have to get Valerie to translate, and she hates my guts.
Everybody except for
She
us.
hates me just by virtue of being
the
human.
way
I
of your
imagine.
guts.
She really honestly doesn't. She just didn't want to get in trouble.
She hates everyone who's not drow. I have no reason to talk to her.
That's me.
I'm a half orc. I'm self-conscious. I
I'd
just
like
want to be
to-
loved. I just want to be loved.
Ephraim loves you.
Yay!
You are amazing, good sir.
Love is for the weak. End quote. Hashtag drow.
I'd actually
for
like to
life.
make another diplomacy check to drum up some business. Or would that be a craft alchemy?
Craft alchemy to make her money.
Craft alchemy.
Oh wait, shit! I need to tab back to the normal tab, and boom! What happens?
Craft alchemy. Oh.
Poor doctor.
Doctor
A nice
gets fucked
respect
over.
13 on a nat 1, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
13,
it
yeah.
explodes in your face and destroys 2 souls next to you, and you have to retake it.
But everyone is impressed for no reason.
You find out you've accidentally created methamphetamines.
Congratulations.
Oh, I do that on
Character
purpose.
is now officially distracted.
You are now wanted by the city guard for selling hard drugs. Congratulations, Dr. Ephraim Belfort Heisenberg.
That was actually filmed out here. Where I live.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, we'd see them.
I
we
already
fucking,
have the hat.
we fucking see them around all the time. Like they were filming
badass.
Better Call Saul like
Loco.
just across the street from where I live. Damn it.
Loco.
That's badass.
Alright, so getting back to the session.
I am the one who knocks. Politely.
Leon, what are you
That's
gonna go do?
I want to try and talk to the guard that did the interrogations to find out everything that went on and what all they said.
What?
Because I feel at least partially responsible for everything they do because, well,
They're just gonna, well, the guard's gonna say, well, I'm sorry, but, Lieutenant, but I can't really give you that information unless the Imperium has something to do with these two.
yeah, they're subjects of the Imperium.
Bitch
This
got
goes on their
cock blocked.
record. It has everything to do with the Imperium.
Well, unless they're part of another investigation you're doing, I can't give you anything.
Nosy bastard.
Come on. There's a sentence that you can use that'll get you out of this. I know it. I should know it. You should know it. Come on.
Depends on if I do know it, actually.
My
You
cat
sh-
is curled up in my shoe, and it's adorable.
You don't know who my father-in-law is, do you?
I'm sorry, I just had to interrupt.
My cat is curled up in my shoe. Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Aww.
I say again, you don't know who my father-in-law is, do you?
Your father was, listen, even if your father was king of the Imperium, I can't give you anything.
Alright, fine. Guess you don't want to. I can't guarantee how much support you will get from the nobles over in the Imperium then, if something were to happen. I know that you're not necessarily friendly with everybody. War will break out sometime. Won't be us.
Well, again, wish I could help, but I can't.
I just.
I feel like you should roll and intimidate because you
Yeah, I
just
almost thought it would be
threatened the guy's
intimidate.
entire town
I actually did not.
with war.
Actually did not. I made.
That was the insinuation I got. I don't know
That's
about
why.
anyone else.
That's why I explicitly made the point of saying it's not going to be us. I don't have that kind of authority. I don't even. Nobody I know has that
like-
kind of authority.
It was
It's a nice
just,
But
town
war
around
is
here. It'd be a shame
inevitable.
If something happened.
It's the way of the world.
Exactly
War-
what I was thinking, Orc. I agree with you entirely.
Nudge.
Exactly. Yep, I agree with you.
It is the way of the world that war break out. There will always be war.
but anyways, but yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere with that.
And I'm just gonna leave and try and follow. Actually, let me talk to the drow. I'm gonna ask to talk to the drow.
They'll lead you right to the drow.
I'm going to be pacing back and forth, muttering in Elven.
I'm gonna say to her in Elven, "What did you tell them?"
You're gonna see that the elf is quite roughened up a bit.
She's going to stop, look over at you, try and figure out who you are. Have I run into your character before?
You've seen him. You know that he's a second lieutenant in the Imperial Army, but that's about it.
He's probably been to the mansion at some point visiting the mistress. We know who he is.
Yeah.
Well, let's lay on some nice, obnoxious sarcasm. What is it exactly you asked me?
What did you tell the guards?
I told them what I had to, since there was a zone of truth on me, and I was not, therefore, allowed to lie.
And what was
Sir. My job was to cause trouble. I caused trouble. Trouble was caused. My job is complete.
that? Be more
They
specific.
punched me in the. I wasn't any more specific with them. Why would I
highly-
be so with you?
I highly doubt you weren't. There's a reason you're being kept here and the other one wasn't.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. The reason I'm being kept here and the other one isn't is because, well, I'm assuming I'm being tested. And then she's gonna sit down in whatever. No, there wasn't anywhere to sit in here, is there?
A bed, kind of.
All right,
Soiled spot.
she's going to saunter up to the bars and lean on them. After saying that,
Leon is unfazed completely.
should
Yeah.
be good. She's been punched in the face like a lot recently. I'm pretty, Adrian.
If there is something that potentially incriminates your mistress, then if she gets arrested, you are automatically freed. I would like to remind you of that. Since it's obvious, since you're obviously acting out against her
If
will.
she was arrested and I were free, should there be any reason for that to happen, which I'm not saying there is, the second she gets out, which is imminent,
It's actually quite
I will
unlikely.
be flayed alive and turned into a coat. Do you understand that there's maybe 5 or 6 of me left? Tops? I haven't seen another drow for half a century. Come on now.
You really think she'll get out? Was this hypothetical crime that we're discussing so minor that you would be held?
There's nothing that I could say about her that won't get me in trouble. Anything I do or say can be denied and blamed on me, regardless of whether or not there's any guilt there. So far today, and today alone, I've roughed up a few people, caused trouble at a bar, ripped the hoods off of myself and a tiefling, soapbox preached the lessons of one of my dark gods to the entirety of this city during a anti-drow parade, assaulted a squad of paladins, roughed up a half-orc, kicked open the door to a bar, hired an assassin, resisted arrest, and generally was sarcastic towards a bunch of angry, stupid surface dwellers.
And assaulted a watch officer.
I thought that was included. Oh, and I also was a douchebag to all of the police.
Why would you be
So there's
hiring
that.
an assassin?
It's a lot easier to suggest some insubordinate, completely unnecessary amount of money as a prize for a target instead of going after them for yourself.
And who was this
If you-
target?
That's irrelevant. I don't even really know. I wasn't paying attention. From what I heard, they had gills and talked to fish. That's about it.
That seems an awfully high target for you to be going after. If I recall correctly, there were some issues with your mistress and a hypothetical humanoid with gills and tail.
Well, I can assure you, surface dweller, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Alright, suit yourself. You can just continue to labor under her instead of having your freedom if you don't want to cooperate. Oh well. Life sucks
I
to be
thought
you.
I was cooperating enough as it was, actually. Are you not getting the answers you're after, or should I start lying to you?
You're not answering fully. I can tell that much.
See? Maybe I'm not answering fully because I'm not being fully coerced. I'm gonna smack my shackles into the wall a few times. Make those nice and obnoxious.
I can't help you now. You can only help yourself by telling the truth. The full truth, might I add.
Truth is for the weak, Lightwalker. And I'm gonna turn away and walk over to the back of the cell and just face away from him, I guess.
Have it your way. And I'm just gonna leave.
Fuck! Alright, fine, whatever.
I'd like to point out you had every opportunity to get her arrested because everything you said was under a zone of truth and was thus the truth. Could not have been a lie. So
Right, but
But then that gets
I
her
don't know
taking.
how much pull this noble has. I don't know the political climate of where we are. I don't know how drunk Nick is. Like, it'd be very difficult to do that.
Let me put it this way: I have more I have more draw than that noble.
Yeah, debatable.
No, oh no, not debatable. I do.
He is the son-in-law of a very well-known general that's been around for quite some time.
Do you want me to start listing Viconia's family? Because damn. I mean, sure, they're all dead, but they were important once.
Yeah.
He's still
I assume
important.
Guess who was one of the advocates for taking down their empire?
I assume you're going to leave me alone for a minute so I can go make a pee-pee?
Yeah.
Since I've been drinking a lot, I need to keep peeing. That's how that happens.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm leaving
So,
anyway since you were not
Alchemist is
wanting to
gonna
be
spend the rest
cooperative.
of the afternoon making shit. What should we call it? Corin's gonna spend the rest of his day getting a permit.
How long is the line anyway?
Literally, it starts at the doorway.
Wonderful.
It starts at the doorway of the jail cell you just left and snakes all the way to the other side of town.
Fuck off.
Okay, so what you needed, the way to make it go quicker is you need to under your breath. It's gonna be worth it. Gonna be worth it. Gonna be worth it. Gonna be worth it.
Or you just get yourself high.
Or both.
It's like if only I had one of those cigarettes from the Phantom Pain, the time warp.
Alright, so Leon, what are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna see if I can get Valerie off on her own to find out what exactly that was all about.
Okay.
If
How you
it's
gonna go find her?
happen. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna look for the fucking her mistress and just know that she's gonna be right fucking there.
So you're just gonna go back to the hotel where the meeting was.
Quite likely, yes.
Okay. So you head there. The merfolk is there, and she's there with her servant and talking to a darkly cloaked man who has a trident. Well, a couple of trident. Who has a trident, obviously in sight on his back. Proceed.
Yeah, that's totally not suspicious at all. I'm just gonna wait until she's done talking with this man.
Well, she's gonna be quietly done talking, and then he's gonna stand right next to her.
That worries me greatly. I am just gonna instead leave now then.
She's as you begin to leave, you're gonna hear, Leon, why are you leaving so soon?
'Cause I just needed to make sure that she would have gotten back here safely before I returned to the caravan.
Why is that?
Because as we've seen, and I motion towards Valerie, she tends to attract a lot of attention from paladins.
Valerie's not in this room. It's
Oh.
just the merfolk,
The way I
the
understood
servant
it was
girl-
she was.
No.
Then I will explicitly
No.
state that Valerie
Valerie
tends
and
to
Jessal.
cause problems.
Valerie and Jessal, neither of them are there.
Yes.
I'm back.
Okay, so basically the merfolk, the
Okay,
aquatic
so-
elf, were in the end, and then the merfolk was talking to a darkly cloaked man with a trident on his back, and
Ninja merfolk.
what
then-
do you call it?
Then I would have left as
no,
soon
he
as.
had, no. This person has legs. The person that the merfolk was talking to.
So as soon as I saw Lady Chethal wasn't there, I would have left. Actually, I wouldn't have stuck around.
Okay. All right, so proceed.
So I'm gonna.
Where are you heading to?
I don't know. I'm gonna look around, try the caravan next, I guess.
All right,
I'm gonna fucking run into them.
get to the
eventually.
caravan, and she is not there.
Is the caravan leader there?
Yep, Meldrick's there.
I will ask Meldrick when and where he last saw her.
He's gonna laugh and then say, "I've been here this entire time. I haven't seen ass or breast of her." And then the rest of the rest of the orcs that are with him are gonna kind of chuckle to that.
You're just gonna kind of sigh. Let me know if you see her, please. I've been. And
Well, my duties are kind of gonna make me be stuck here, but if she does come by, I'll make sure that you were looking for her.
don't
What?
let her know. I'm just trying to make sure something doesn't go terribly wrong, as I have the feeling it will.
Very well then.
Nick, I have a question.
I have an answer.
if you're going to be leaving me alone in this prison and I'm not going to be otherwise interrogated or bothered, can you please just inform me when it is dusk?
Yeah, don't worry.
Alright,
We're
thank
gonna have
you.
fun with it. We're gonna have fun at dusk.
Okay. Because at dusk I get more spells. I just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Oh shit. This won't be good.
Oh, this will be great is what this will be.
Oh fuck. I guess I'll just keep looking over the town, around the town, try the fair. You know, just keep looking
Alright.
around. in
As we go
general.
to the fair, everyone who's still in the fairgrounds will just be the alchemist and Leon. Make perception checks.
And I get to make the full perception check because it has been way more than an hour.
I finally get a really shitty perception roll. The last two have been 19s.
Oh.
I say this and the doctor
so-
fails more than I do.
Shit, you guys don't make it. All right, then never mind.
Uh,
You're just gonna notice some people talking amongst each other, and then they're just gonna head off, heading to a different direction.
I'm just gonna sigh and just... What time is it, roughly, at this point?
It's probably around 3 o'clock.
Ugh. I'm gonna go look for the fucking idiots I brought with me then. See if I can get them to
Which
help
would-
me.
Oh, okay.
You
Make
want me to make
perception
any
check
more,
while you're searching for them.
Fuck!
You don't find them.
My perception checks keep getting worse. Where the fuck is everyone?
So you spend the rest of your day trying to look for your privates and sergeant.
You spend the rest of the day looking for your privates.
No, correction, I look for the sergeant and his privates, as it were.
Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Let's be a little more correct here. The sergeant works for me. They work for the sergeant. That's the way the chain works. Damn it.
So there's
Oh,
a
so
chain
you're
involved.
Chain of command.
So
Yes.
like
Are
an
they
around the
talking
world
yet?
thing.
Happened?
Wow. Apparently a chain got involved, and he's looking for
Chains?
the
Oh boy,
sergeant.
I'm in.
Sergeant.
A chain of command. Yes, it did.
A chain of command, if you know what I'm talking about. What's the old saying? Wink, wink, nod, nod. Say no more. Say no more.
Oh, that's just
Yeah, very
great.
much a married man. Thank you very much.
Married
Those are
apparently
my
to
specialty.
sergeant's privates.
So, do you want me to make any more craft alchemy checks? Because I don't think I'll be doing much else right now.
That was for the rest of your
That's
day.
too much there, soldier.
Okay. So
Alright,
I think
so-
rounded down that'd be 6 gold.
How's the queue going?
You're gonna make it out of there just at about 4 o'clock.
Ooh. And how much gold did the
2 GP.
permit cost? 2 GP. I have that because I didn't spend all my money.
I did.
I didn't.
I know.
I kept 50 gold on hand and was immediately
Why?
fined for being a douche.
It was the best part.
on hand.
He kept the 50 gold he needed for the fine. He is now dead broke.
I have 2 silvers. Fuck off. That's almost something.
Peasant.
I now currently have 62 gold. Yay.
More than the peasant there. I mean slave.
Slave / peasant. All right. Well, if so, does nothing else happen in the time between 3 and 4 when I escape with my permit?
No, nothing happens.
I always fear when I have to say, I always fear when I hear half orc. I always think, oh fuck, this is gonna be interesting. It is, but in a very good way.
I am going to walk over to the fairgrounds.
Okay.
It's
Make a
not
perception check as you're walking around.
It's not interesting in the same way that
Give me a
Draconia
second.
is.
All right.
That's the bad
Give me a
way.
second. Nope. Shit. Subtract
Ooh.
That isn't.
that. Subtract 1 from that, so that's a 15.
Okay, that's just enough. Basically, as you're walking around, you hear a conversation about how one of the scientists of the great Professor Vegapunk, who has made most of the modern marvels of today, is sending one of his assistants to help bring the first androids to the forest of Kilodron.
Vegapunk? Really?
Wait, fucking Vegapunk?
Yes, I
Oh shit.
Straight rip.
What happened?
Didn't even try to change the name, did you?
All right.
And
So
Straight rip off.
And we all know what the fuck's getting ready to happen.
Oh,
Great
apparently a
scientist.
monkey is going to come up
Vegapunk.
and shoot laser beams out of his face.
That happens a lot around me.
Powered by,
Right.
Coca-Cola.
Really.
So the great science Vegapunk is bringing the first androids to.
Well, he's sending one of his assistants to bring
Send
some
one
of
of
the
his
first
assistants.
androids.
I'd like to remind you guys, you don't need to write any of this down, just watch the videos.
Yeah, but it's easier to write it down specifically instead of going through 6 hours
And as a
of
matter of fact, he's also bringing some
God tier
marbles.
voice and everybody else.
He's also bringing some modern marvels and an exhibit to the fair. So there'll be like a tent pitched up.
So they're all coming to the fair.
Well, no, he's gonna have an android auction, and there's gonna be like a tent. There's gonna be like a staging
Okay,
area,
okay.
all that fun stuff.
But they're all coming to the city.
Yes, well, not all of
Right.
them, just the assistant and like a small group of people.
Like the relevant information, the sending
Yeah.
assistants to bring the first android
How many
marshmallows to the fair.
second-level
Okay.
spells
Yep.
do I get?
Okay,
Oh,
great.
2 of them. Okay.
How thickly populated is the fair area? Are people starting to thin out, or is it still relatively?
It's thinning out a bit.
Nobody around my stall, I can tell you that.
Because he's terrible.
I am
Oh.
going to find a open space, and I'm going to bust out my wares on the ground,
Okay,
which will be bust out my my cooking kit.
all right.
And what would you like me to
Profession cook.
roll? Profession cook.
Yeah.
So I get using my masterwork cooking kit. I get
Oh
a
shit!
+9 to profession cook.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it! I am Gordon Ramsay.
No, not quite that good.
You make
Boom,
10
Gordon
GP
Ramsay.
for the rest of the
You
day.
sound so much better than him, though, so it's okay.
You're also-
Valerie.
say.
I was watching
There's so
some
Ellie.
Nightmares
much oil
today
in
on
this
Netflix.
fucking pan. The United Nations tried to fucking invade. Jesus fucking Christ! This chicken is so undercooked. A skilled veterinarian could still resuscitate it.
Oh, there you go.
I just wish you could have shouted that. That would have just sold it completely.
Oh yeah. Should I subtract any specific things from my
No, you just make half
massive
that
list of
and
cooking
GP.
supplies? And
No. No.
All right. So I'll save the specific cooking ingredients for more things. I have a minor bag of holding that has like 50 pounds of food in it.
Yes, we read it.
Yeah, I went out of my way.
Wonderful.
All right. So 10 GP. Cool.
And that'll be the rest
Nice.
of your day. Valerie, at around 4 o'clock, you're free to do what you wish.
Yay, I'm not getting beaten anymore.
Yay! One of us is not getting beaten anymore. You dick.
By the way,
hey.
you're limited to do anything around the end. If you leave the inn, shit will happen. It's basically your last orders.
You know
Out
what?
of character. If anyone
I'm
wants to
gonna
come over to
go
the stall with some free food.
in, and I'm going to make some money, possibly.
Perform.
I hope you fuck this up, you asshole.
I hope I nat 20 it just to fuck.
You were nicely asked to
Finish
stop
that one.
playing.
Four.
Are people paying her to not play?
There we go. Are people pay? Can they pay me to not play?
No.
No,
I'm
they're gonna
gonna
ask you
play.
nicely not to.
They're
They're gonna start throwing rotten
I'm
food
gonna
at you.
play again.
They're gonna start throwing rotten vegetables at you.
If it
No,
gets
you can't
too
make a
bad,
second one. That's,
if
that's
it gets
the
too
rest of
bad,
your
someone
day.
offers you 20 GP to buy the flute and break it.
It's a masterwork fruit. I break them.
Yeah, you don't make any money. Is basically what I'm saying.
I should make 3 GP. I should get half my roll.
You rolled so bad, no. The DM said no.
That wasn't bad roll though. That was funny. I'd rather get a nat 1 on a perform than a nat 1 on,
Alright,
Great
so nighttime. What are the rest of you guys gonna do?
At nighttime, I am going to.
I'm
pack
gonna
up.
sleep in my comfy bed, not in the soiled, piss-covered cot.
You can't see me giving you the finger, but trust me, I am.
Oh, it's supposed to be Steven. I already have this next encounter set up, and then I'm going to call it a night.
Just before I prep spells at the end of the evening, I'm gonna pop off my Cure Light Wounds to heal my face, since it's been beaten to near pulpish levels, I assume.
Yes.
That's
would
68
imagine
plus
by-
3, right?
Yep.
You just healed, probably.
This is on non-lethal, so it doesn't matter. You're going to heal all the rest of it back.
Yeah, I know it's non-lethal, but again, my face hurts, and I want to spend the spell if I have it on hand anyway.
He wants to make his face look not like ass.
Yeah, I want those two ends to be distinguishable. I mean, if I'm going to get rid of them both, it doesn't matter. Someone has to know where the teeth are. That's all I'm saying.
As a chef, I know that the technical term is spit roasting.
In
Okay,
my
so
home
moving
country, we
forward.
prefer the reverse version.
Okay, so as it gets dark out, are people starting to leave the fairgrounds?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna roll up my alchemy kit, and I'm gonna look around, see if I can't find the good chef.
You can find him. He's not that far off.
I hope you find me before I've put my wares away.
You're basically beginning to... Well, that depends. How much are you going to still kind of,
I was going to pack up around the time that he was and things started to thin out. I would assume I would be about halfway through when he got around me.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, there you
Dr.
are,
Bell?
Mr. Corin.
Yes. How did your wares peddling go?
Not as good as I would have hoped, but I still managed to make some money.
Oh, well, that's good. Hopefully you made your money's worth in your ingredients. I say I didn't do too bad for my first go at it.
Oh, really?
been a-
It smells lovely.
Oh, well, I can pull some stuff out for you. Would you care to take a seat and have a nosh?
Oh, that would be marvelous.
Well, grab a seat and I'll just start, bringing my stuff back up, relight the fire, put the pan on.
I'm gonna take off my hat and scarf.
I'll pull out some ingredients from the bag, hold on, let me look through, this is some chicken, cheese, potatoes, spices, like garlic and basil and things like that, rosemary, pepper.
Yes,
I'm
we get it.
actually
That's your
hungry
fancy?
right now, and you're not helping.
Got some beans there. Anything catch your fancy?
And boom, I'm hungry.
Thanks a lot. GG.
Thanks a lot.
I'm rather
Dick.
curious what marvels you could perform with that potato there.
Oh, with the potato. Well, I'll pull out
Potato.
pull out 2 potatoes and put the rest in the
Potato.
bag, and let's see what I can pull off based on my cooking roll.
Is one of them glad?
Well,
19.
you make a very well-presented potato whatever.
So I'll just, I don't know, dice
Half
them
French
up,
fry,
throw
half
them in the
baked
pan.
potato, half scallops.
Salt, a little bit of cheese, garlic spiced around for
Gravy?
flavor. It's no
We are
gravy.
Canadian.
You can stop now.
No gravy. It's not poutine.
Oh.
Didn't have the ingredients to preserve gravy. And then just put it on the plate and hand it to them. Here you go. I hope it's palatable.
Oh, that smells lovely.
Here, I hope you can eat this, says the chef.
But he said it so nicely.
I once played a character who had profession chef, and he used to say, "Well, I hope this doesn't kill you," as he handed things. So
And-
this is progress.
In Nick and
So
our
are there
previous...
actually like forks and whatnot about?
I have a meal kit, and I hand you a fork and knife.
So, in the previous game that Nick and I were in, that we kind of decided, fuck that.
Such as this.
Yeah, we had a character who took a profession baker. His first role in the campaign, nat 1 on a pumpkin pie.
Oh,
He
That's
burned
so
it
sad.
so bad. Everybody in just had to open every fucking window and door and try and get the damn thing out. We gave him shit for the entire 2 sessions that we could.
The hell of it was he was outside.
I I started another campaign last night, or joined a in progress campaign last night, My
Traitor.
first 2 rolls, I nat 20'd my initiative. So I came up on the party. They were fighting zombies. I'm a blind oracle, so I only saw like part of the party within 60 feet of me. I think because it's 5th level.
Mhm.
And I'm coming from a tribe that's very against non-tribal members.
Oh shit.
So I see the party. I don't see the zombies, and I don't see the one tribal member that's actually in that party. So I'm a frost oracle. I cast. I think it's frostfall. No, sleep snowstorm. That's it. They're all blind and can't move for 6 rounds. The zombies proceed to start eating them, and they can't do anything about it. My very
I was
first action, I
mildly
almost killed the
upset.
party.
That's fucked up. That's straight fucked up.
Like I come out of the shadows and I see this going on, and the first thing, because I had to run to get there, so it took a whole round. And then the first person to see me draws a bow, aims it at me, and then starts talking,
So
and then holds an
you
action.
shout freeze, and then they do, and you're so proud of yourself.
And then zombies
It's like that
proceed
scene
to
from
eat
The
them.
Incredibles.
It was absolutely amazing.
Okay, Frozo.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, let's go.
So I've presented you with a potato dish.
I'm gonna start sampling the potatoes.
I will.
They have the best potatoes you've ever tasted.
What's a potato?
Mr. Corin, I need to tell you something. I come from a
Yes.
merchant family. We're actually rather well off. I have known quite a few chefs from around the continent. I have met not a one that could do with a potato and some seasoning what you have done here tonight. If we survive this expedition, when I go home, I would like to hire you.
Well, that is very, very flattering. Thank you very much.
You have earned every word.
Certainly the most eloquent review that I have gotten today.
Considering the last review was a chocolate back.
Yes.
I can say you are the most eloquent person I've met in quite some time.
That's
It
because
would
you
be a
can't
delight
talk
to
to me,
have you-
goddammit!
Who said that?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I think it was the wind. I'm sorry.
Sorry, the wind is angry.
I'm going
Might
to
I say it
continue.
will be a delight to have you with us on this expedition.
Well, thank you for your welcoming manner. I'm going to continue to pack up the rest of my things and put
Here,
it back
let me
in my
help you with
pack.
that.
Oh, thank you very much.
As long as when you two are done stroking each other's dicks.
Never.
I was about to say never.
I'm actually going to give him a couple of packing tips while I'm helping him.
Oh, you're gonna pack his tip. Brilliant.
You know what I normally do is I have a section of cloth that I like to roll all my alchemical gear in.
So you like to roll it up. Well, at least you're smart.
Now that is an idea, though I have to be somewhat careful on how I preserve some of these ingredients.
Ah, that's true.
Because they blow up.
Oh, my ingredients, they just spoil.
My
They
ingredients
don't-
blow
they
up,
don't
and so do
blow up,
his.
They don't blow up, they just give you chronic diarrhea.
If you think about it, that's blowing up.
God damn it,
Oh,
everybody.
that was delicious. I have
And
to.
blackout.
And fade the black.
It actually helps to section out the various reagents I find, so you can roll them up individually and then roll up the whole thing.
That is an excellent idea, and I can probably label each individual one to make unpacking quite more efficient.
Exactly.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you. I actually pull out a journal from my bag and write these notes down.
You're most welcome. And I'm gonna go retrieve my scarf and hat.
Where are we staying? Is there an inn around? Is it with a
Basically
caravan?
said that you can either stay at the caravan, there's always a set of guards there, or you can stay at the inn.
Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to get my horse and ride down to the inn, and then I'm going to bring in the inn. Ha, it's a little pun for you.
Ha!
I'm going to bring in my armor and my weaponry.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna walk to the inn because I have a bit of money now.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm also going to feed my horse.
Of course. Just always have food in your inventory. I don't care if you buy new ones or not. I just assume that you do whenever you go
Okay.
And
All right.
whenever I do get to the inn, I want to walk up to the bartender
Yep.
and pull out my little bottle of brandy. I'd like a very much larger version of this.
You were drunk by noon yesterday.
I expect I shall need it.
And high by 2.
He's gonna say, "Give me a minute on that."
It just occurs to me I'm a man of some pretty serious vices. I'm an alcoholic and a druggie.
Oh my god!
Got some issues.
And
That's
this is our doctor.
He's seen
our
some
doctor.
things, man.
He's seen some shit, man.
What did you ask
I mean,
for again?
I guess as a combat doctor,
I'm asking
he's
for a
probably
large
seen some
bottle
shit,
of brandy.
right?
Brandy. Brandy. There is no brandy, but there is whiskey.
I would price it the same, but let him have his damn brandy. That shit's delicious. If I had some, I would drink it in respect for your character.
Walking through the inn and
He's
noticing.
gonna put down 2 different bottles of brandy, and then he's gonna say, "Which one do you want?"
How much are they?
That's the good question there.
This is 10 GP right here. The other one is 5 GP.
Obviously, you want the 10 GP.
I'm still a bit
Would-
on a budget.
Would I be there walking through?
Yeah, at this point.
I am going to notice him, walk over, and spot him the 10 GP.
Oh,
There you go. As a courtesy for your excellent review.
well, thank you, sir.
He'll happily take the GP, take one of the whiskey.
I'll take
back,
both.
walk away.
Looking at the liquor, I curse under my breath, noting that I missed the drinking competition from earlier that I signed up for.
Yeah, so you did. So you did because these idiots.
I was a little bit in jail.
Me too.
Just a little bit, though.
Do I hear
So he's
him
gonna
cursing
give you
about
both the whiskey